For the show. And now we finally arrive at
CNN Heroes.
Every single one of us has seen something so devastating that it has broken us. Maybe it's something quiet, a mother kissing her kids goodnight in the back of her old station wagon, or something even more shocking, a man literally starving to death on the street. And when we see things like this, most of us feel it deeply. But we manage to pull ourselves back together and go on with our lives. But thank God, there are people on this planet, like Narayanan Krishnan, who cannot. He comes from a life of privilege, but he shuns the cultural belief of some in India that says that men and women who are destitute, homeless, struggling, or suffering from mental illness are untouchables, unworthy of compassion. But he sees them as equal. That is why he cooks for them, feeds them, cares for them, and offers them the simple dignity of a bath. The sight of the hungry, the sick, and the homeless broke his heart to pieces. But he took those pieces and built a life for himself, helping people in need as their friend.
I saw a very old man. He was eating his own human waste for hunger. I thought, what is the purpose of my life? What am I going to do? In a star hotel, I feed all my guests, but where in my hometown, there are people who are living even without food. I quit my job and I started feeding all these people from 2002. Pongal and sambar. Veg pongal is a blend of rice and dal, and for the lunch we made tomato rice and sabji. We fed the homeless, mentally destitute, and the old people who have been left uncared of the society. People are suffering for food. They don't have food to eat. If you don't give them food to eat, they will die out of human hunger. I cut their hair, I give them a shave, I give them bath. For them to feel psychologically that they are also human beings, there are people to care for them, they have a hand to hold, hope to live. Food is one part, love is another part. So the food will give them physical nutrition, the love and affection which you show will give them mental nutrition. Brahmins are not supposed to touch these people, clean these people, hug these people, feed these people. Everybody has got 5.5 liters of blood. I am just a human being. For me, everybody is same. What is the ultimate purpose of life? Is to give. Start giving. See the joy of giving.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present CNN hero Narayanan Krishnan.
CNN for this global recognition. I want to thank my father for his support. This is the right path I have taken. The people I feed are my friends and bring my inner joy. No joy could ever could. Clarity and focus are needed to know our destination. I know mine. I will continue to go to the streets again and feed these people because they need us. Thank you one and all.
I know this room is crowded with people that are here to share at least a moment with Krishna and what he's been doing for the last 10 years. I had that good opportunity back last March. I traveled over to Narayanan as I had just been made the Director of Communications for AKSHYA USA. And I felt very strongly that if, by gosh, if you're going to be a director of something, then you really need to know something about it. Not just what you be, but more what you feel. So I spent, I guess it was about 8 or 9 days, part of the time traveling with Krishnan as he fed those on the street, the helpless people and destitute on the streets of Narayanan. I want you to take a short trip with me right now. I want you to try to share the emotions that I felt during that short trip. I want you to pretend for a moment that you wake up lying on the street, that all your family is gone, there is nobody that you recognize in this world that cares a bit about you. You are feeling sick, you are hungry, you are feeling with strong mixed emotions that the world has just deserted you. Then think of how you're going to wake up every morning soaking wet, crawling with vermin, with a pit of hunger just gnawing away at your stomach. Now I know when I went out there with Krishnan and I saw these people, I would go back with Krishnan to the kitchen where the food was prepared. And we were full of emotion. We would talk about the individuals and it would bring tears to our eyes. So imagine how these people felt to be deserted for the rest of their lives. Now that was a very high point of emotion for me. It got me here. But I realized that I was soon going back to America, that many of these emotions would be behind me. And yet I was sitting there with a young man who did this 3 times a day, 365 days a year for 10 years. And never once, not one moment during all of that time, did his emotions weaken. Did they get less? In fact, if anything, he grew attachments to these people because he was giving them love, not just food, but compassion and caring. There's a lot more to this story, and I had asked my wonderful friend. In fact, he is even close to his grandfather. And that really got to me when he asked me to do that. But I want you to listen to Krishnan's story as he tells it, how AKSHYA started and what our goals are for the coming years. I present to you my wonderful friend, my man with the biggest heart in the world, Narayanan Krishnan.
எனது இனிய மாலை வணக்கங்கள். A warm good evening to everybody. 2010, CNN would have recognized me as one of the top 10 world heroes. But I know who am I. I'm just a cook in Madurai, feeding all these people. I'm not carried away by what they are.
Today when I came here, so many people wanted me to share the real life experience which happened in me in this last 10 years. So I take this opportunity to share what happened in my real life. I had a very good school in college in Tamil Nadu, Madurai. I was selected one of the best chefs to the Taj Group of hotels, and I was supposed to go to Switzerland on a 4-year loan. My dad and mom said, when you go to Switzerland, Europe, it will take about 4 years for us to see you. Please come to Madurai and be with us for some time. Came to Madurai, we were all going towards Madurai Meenakshi temple. I was driving the car. I saw a very old man having his own human waste for hunger on the road. I was literally shocked for a second. I've never seen such a situation before in the television or read in a newspaper. I stopped my car and went to that old man, brought sumptuous idlis and gave. Within 10 seconds, the old man ate those idlis and gave me a look of gratitude. That was a silent revolution of self-realization which made me to think, who am I and what I was doing. In a star hotel, I feed all my guests. They cook food for 1,000 people. Only 500 people come. 300 people say they are diet conscious. Only 200 people have the food. As a hotelier, I throw all the food into the drainage. Where I saw in my hometown, there are people even without a small piece of bread or a banana to eat for their survival. I went back to my hotel. I was not able to concentrate on what I was doing. I quit my job. I came back to my hometown. With little amount of savings I had, I slowly started feeding the old people and the mentally ill people left uncared and roadside of the city, and not even one beggar is being fed out of this program. In 2003, we registered a trust called AKSHYA, because slowly people started contributing for the cause. My friends who went back to Europe called up to the landline of my house, and my father took the call, and they said, Krishnan resigned his job. He did not come and work with us. We are having a lot of fun here, earning a lot of money. My father was totally worried, and he went to his friends and relatives to find out a solution for me to go back to the hotel industry and work. My family, friends, and relatives gave him a solution that take me to a psychiatrist, put me under medication for some time, or someone would have done black magic, Billy Shuni or so take him to Chotanikarai, or Pacha Ani Billy Shuni, and then he will become all right and go back to Europe. And my father got a ticket for Chotanikarai and also took an appointment with the psychiatrist. I told my mom and dad, I am not going to be in this world without your presence. You have done so much for me. But I wanted them to come and see what I was doing. They traveled with me in the van and distributed the food to these people. The old people there on the road touched the foot of my mom and said, now they are able to eat 3 meals a day, it's only because of their son. After coming back home, my mom said, Krishnan, you feed these people, I will feed you till I am alive. So much of criticism, so much of opposition from the community. I hailed from a Brahmin community, so much of criticism. They said, you are not supposed to touch these people, you are not supposed to give them a haircut, you are not supposed to do this. I said, why I should not do it? They said, Brahmin, you wear a sacred thread, wherein you are not supposed to, it's below your dignity. And a lot of stress I had to undergo talking and convincing these people. And so one fine day I took up a decision that the Poonal Dana Prachana, the Poonal Kaiti, Agni Lalpot said, I'm no more a Brahmin, I'm a human being. In 2004-05, I witnessed a lot of mentally people having long hairs on the road. So I approached local barbers to give a help on the situation. So many people said their hairs are stinking and we don't want to come and do it. There are quite few people interested to come with their volunteering service to give haircuts to these people. But mentally people seeing the barbers as strangers, they started running on the east side, barber running on the west side. It was an running and catching game going on the roadside. We got சாப்பாடு போட்டுட்டே இருக்கோம், தலைமுடி நிறைய வந்துட்டு அழுக்கா இருக்கு, ஏதாவது solution கொடுக்கணும் அதில். I went to a Malaya salon, took up a haircutting training for 6 months in Madurai, and 13 variety haircut cut. So for 3,000 to 4,000 haircuts I would have given to people on the road. In 2006, I witnessed mentally people, old people on the road. They die because they are sick, they die. They die on the road. So, next day, I see they are dead. And I knock all the doors of AKSHYA, is an organization, so many people to help me on the situation. And 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, even 1 week, the destitute dead body on the road was not being attended for cremation. Dogs started biting the destitute bodies on the road. I took up a strong decision that I should do that, and I took the old man in 2006 to the graveyard, crematorium, and that's first so far cremated almost about 462 destitute bodies in the city. In meteorology, மூத்த பையன் உயிரோட அப்பா உயிரோட இருக்கும் பொழுது மூத்த பையன் அடுத்தவங்களுக்கு கொல்லி வைக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு நான் சத்தியமா சொல்றேன். எங்கள் அப்பா அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் ரொம்ப ஆரோக்கியமாக இருக்காங்க. Again, in 2008, I witnessed a lot of mentally women on the road were being taken for a ride by anti-social elements of the society, and they started giving birth to kids on the road. அவங்களுக்கே தெரியாது கன்சீவ் ஆயிருக்காங்க, குழந்தைக்கு தெரியாது யார் அம்மான்னு. ஸோ தே ஸ்டார்டட் கிவிங் birth to kids on the road. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடிய சுச்சுவேஷனை சால்வ் பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறது இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டேஜ். இப்போ 26 பேர் ரோட்லேயே டெலிவரி ஆயிருக்கு. 26 குழந்தைங்களை ப்ராப்பராக அடாப்ஷன் ஏற்பாடு பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்கோம். அண்ட் put up the 26 kids who are born, and the traffic of the road, 22 kids are going to school and they are having a good life. But not only feeding or giving haircut, but taking care of them, love, affection, what clothes to wear. But I should definitely go beyond that and do something for them on a big scale. So in 2008-09, with little amount of savings I had and a small property which my grandfather gave, and I had some unwanted chain hanging, and some unwanted rings, unwanted so many stuffs which was unwanted around me. I sold everything, and with public donations we purchased and registered almost about 3.2 acres of land in outskirts of the city. And we wanted to build a rehabilitation center for 24,000 square feet, having intensive care unit, individual dormitories, sick bay, so that the ultimate mission and vision is that we wanted to shift all these people on the road and bring them to the rehabilitation center, rehabilitate them, give them some job opportunity. So we are almost about 70% done. The construction is a very big project, and we wanted to complete the construction with 30% more, and that is the reason for traveling it is where we have to raise funds to complete the class. ஒரு நம்பிக்கை இருக்குங்க, இன்னொரு ஒரு வருஷத்துல இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் முடிஞ்சிடும். மதுரை மாவட்டத்துல மனநிலை பாதிக்கப்பட்டவங்களும் வயசானவங்களும் இன்னொரு ஒரு வருஷத்துல யாருமே ரோட்ல இருக்காங்க. எந்த நல்ல காரியமும் பணத்தின் தேவைக்காக நிற்காது. அப்படி அந்த நல்ல காரியம் பணத்தின் தேவைக்காக என்னதுன்னா அது நல்ல காரியம் இல்லை அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு நானும் நீங்களும் இங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு முழுமையான சாட்சி நான் நம்புறேன். was really a milestone in journey of AKSHYA. We were being selected by the CN out of 100 countries, 10,000 nomination. AKSHYA was being selected in top 24, top 10, and now we are in top 2 of the world. And only one Indian to get the Hollywood award, representing everybody, representing all the Indians. I was greedy enough to go and stand there to get the award. They registered a chapter called the AKSHYA USA here, and we have Lata Kalada who is taking care of it for the 501c3 tax exemptions. And I have a strong confidence that not only in Madurai, I hope that there are so many good people on this planet who can help us to do this much beyond. And apart from Madurai, I have the confidence that it can be taken to Chennai, Bangalore, that in some point of time we will see that India, or Tamil Nadu at least, or India is a destitute free city. There are so many people. ஒவ்வொரு ஊர்லயும் கிருஷ்ணன் இருக்காங்க. கண்டிப்பா இந்த கிருஷ்ணனை மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி வெளியே கொண்டு வந்தோம்னா நாடு எங்கேயோ போயிருக்கும். I know how precious weekend is, especially in America, because India வந்து Monday to Sunday எல்லாமே வந்துடும். US Africa weekends are too busy for everybody. So அதில் வந்து you have taken a lot of your time, come and support the cause, and no words for the kids who gave an excellent performance. And a special thanks to Murugesh and Ramesh. A special thanks to them. They were so much support. Please visit our website, which is AKSHYA.org, AKSHYA.USA.org. We have a lot of information there. And for all the support and kindness you have given, for all the encouragements, Narayanan Krishnan, it's of hospitality. Gyana airport le irangiradhu varikkum unagathile engarikana enakku theriyadha alavukku you have been taking care. Tremendous support by the kids. So many volunteers who have worked for this fundraising event for about more than 2 months. The court kuda varumbodhu Ramesh kudutara court irukanga. CM la pombodhu landless kudutara court irukanga. I have 4 shirts and 4 pants to wear. I always believe fifth one is the shop. So you all given me so much. எனக்கு கூப்பிடுறதுக்கு எதுவுமே கிடையாது. ஒன்னே ஒன்று இருக்கு, உங்களோட ஆசீர்வாதம் வேணும்.
Good evening, Chicago. I am really amazed. Chicago is really rocking. What a wonderful program. it is just like a decennial celebration in a university. Okay, I have seen such a standard, lovely program and lovely singing and lovely dancing. Extremely good, and I was really taken back. Awesome, awesome. And regarding Krishnan, we are all very proud. The initial stages, actually, we were also not interested in what he was doing and other things, because all the relatives came to us and said that he has been serving for all the beggars and all the people on the roadside and other things, but he has spent a lot for his education and other things. But later on, when he took us to all this serving program and other things, what he said was correct. They really gave, their eyes were full of tears, I could see. If only he is not giving food for them, they would really go to the garbage and take the food and eat. Because really, I couldn't see such a state of affairs, and I told him, really my support will be for him till I am alive. And we were actually supporting him. Slowly people started giving their support also, which is really awesome.
This last 30 years, I've never heard my mom say awesome, awesome. So, after she's here with me for the last 20 days. I say this listening to an awesome for more than 30, 40 times. Awesome, Amma.